Alright, so finally it says, a famous story involves a soldier who saves a king during battle, so to reward the soldier, the king offers him any prize within reason. From riches of the kingdom, the soldier requests a chessboard with a single kernel of wheat on the first square, and 2 kernels of wheat on the second square, and 4 kernels of wheat on the third square, and 8 kernels of wheat on the fourth square, and so on until every square on the chessboard is occupied. The king immediately states that is a request within reason. So how many kernels of wheat does the king pay the soldier? Okay, so we probably need to know what the heck a chessboard looks like. So again, a chessboard is literally a square board that is an 8 by 8, meaning that I've got 8 units going that way and 8 units going that way. Alright. And so 8 by 8 means that I have a total of 64 squares. Which means that n is going to be 64. I was also told that a sub 1 is a single kernel of wheat on the first square, so a sub 1 should be. I'm also looking at these numbers and I notice it goes 1, 2, 4, 8, all the way up to whatever number that we get to. And so that means that my R is going to be 2 because I'm doubling every time. So now I've got everything that I need to go and plug it into this lovely formula again. So I'm going to have S sub 64 is equal to a sub 1, which is 1, times the quantity of 1 minus R, which in this case is 2, to the nth, which is 64. All over 1 minus R, which is 2. Alright, and then typing that into a calculator, I should see that I get something like 1.84467444074 e to the 19th, or times 10 to the 19th, depending on what kind of calculator you're using. Times 10 to the 19th is just that scientific notation that hopefully we've seen at least in chemistry at this point, which just tells me that I'm going to be moving that decimal place to the right 19 times. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite out that number, and I'm going to move that decimal point to the right 19 times. So it was here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And that's where my decimal place should be. Any of those open gaps should get a 0. And with that, that's a lot of freaking wheat. Alright. And then the last one, to save money for a vacation, we set aside $100. Each month thereafter, we set aside 10% more than we did the previous month. How much money will we have saved at the end of 12 months? Alright. So, at the first month, I set aside $100. The next month, 10% more than that would be $110. The next month after that, that would be 10% more than $110. That should be $121. After that, I should have set aside $133.1, etc., each time, all the way up to whatever the heck a sub 12 is. Alright. And in this particular case, we're still trying to find that sum. So again, we need to figure out what n is, we need to figure out what a sub 1 is, and we need to figure out what the heck that rate is. Well, n is just going to be okay at the end of 12 months. So n should be equal to 12. A sub 1, looking at that list, should just be 100. And then finally, my rate. What the heck was I going up by to get from 100 to 110? Be careful if you said 10% or 0.1. No, that's what you're adding every time. But what we're multiplying by every time is actually 110%, because you need to cover the 100% that you definitely put in last month, plus an extra 10% that you're putting away more this month each and every time. So that would actually be 110%, which written as a decimal is just going to be 1.1. Right, from here I've got everything that I need to plug into my summation formula. So I've got S sub 12 is equal to A sub 1 is 100 times 1 minus R, which is 1.1 to the n, which is 12, all over 1 minus the R, which is 1.1, which should get me about $2,138.43. Not too bad. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.